share a little bit about me, and then we'll jump right into the reason why you're here today. You're here to learn creating standout job descriptions, innovative ways to market your openings, and the secret to skyrocketing candidate interest. So here's a few photos of me and my family, and I want you guys to throw in the chat, what am I doing? So the top left, I'm full of mud. I'm going across monkey bars. It is a 13-mile obstacle course with 22 obstacles. It is bananas. You get electrocuted. You have to go through extreme heights, which I love heights, but then there's all these enclosed spaces, and I'm claustrophobic. So my husband and I have done this 3 years. I survived. I'm here. And it's just an incredible thing to go through. I remember like crying after I went through one of the events called Crybaby, because it really tested my claustrophobia. So anyway, and then this little photo down here is my cute little family, my husband, Dustin, my 2 beautiful daughters, Aubrey and Elena. And we are in front of the Mona Lisa. So right before COVID, we actually got to take our kids to their first trip overseas. So they had to get their passports, and we took them overseas. We went to France, Belgium, and Holland. And I will never forget my daughter, my youngest, Elena, whose face you can barely see there. She turned to me because she's obsessed with Paris. And she said, "Mommy, you made my dream come true of wanting to travel to Paris." And I just melted, because I told her, I said, my dream came true too, because I want to show you girls the world. So we love to travel. So I wanted to share that little photo. And then I put this quote in here by Andrew Murphy, because I want all of you to open your minds today. Open your minds to new suggestions, perhaps transforming the way you've done things in the past. Really think about things differently. That's my ask of you today. So I've been recruiting for over 2 decades. I've been so fortunate to have found this profession 2 years after I graduated from college. And now you can all figure out how old I am probably. But I cut my teeth at third-party recruiting firms. And when I was working there, I had this fire in my belly, because I knew I was an entrepreneur, and I decided I wanted to own my recruiting firm. But I knew I was going to do it a different way. And I had to set myself apart, because we all know, you're all in HR, recruiting firms are a dime a dozen. So I figured out how I could get an edge. And I decided I had to go work at a corporation. I had to be a corporate recruiter to understand what my clients were going through, to relate to them better, and to provide superior service that would really, truly set us apart. So I went to work at Target Corporation. My plan at the time was to only stay for 5 years. Well, it kind of ended up a little bit longer. I was there for 7, but I saw that entire company from the inside and out. I recruited for all 14 headquarter pyramids. I recruited for stores leadership in the field and distribution leadership in the field. I was on what they used to call the SWAT team. So we were the expert recruiters, and they would plug and play us to fill the most difficult to fill positions, or where there was really high volume. And we'd have to sit sometimes and train a recruiter that was responsible for that area as well. But it was a phenomenal chance for me to see a Fortune 30 company inside and out. And so then early on in 2015, I opened TalentQ, and there's a photo of my office in the middle. That's my office that I'm in right now. You can see the background. We're in downtown Hudson. And shortly after, I wrote a book for job seekers called I Hate Mondays. And the funny thing is when I was working with my editor, Amanda, we were chatting about coming up with the title. And she's like, "We got to come up with a title for this book, Renee." And I was like, "How are we going to do that?" She just started asking me questions. And then it came out. I told her, I said, "Yeah, I used to joke all the time at Target, because it was professional dress at Target. That was the dress code. So you had to wear suits." And I always joked that I was going to have a t-shirt made that said, "I hate Mondays." And I was going to like open up my blazer, right? Well, I never did that, but that's how we named the title of the book. So crazy, right? And I do have a video podcast called Careers and Cocktails. We have listeners all across the globe. We mix up the guest's favorite cocktail, and then we jump right into questions, providing loads of career tips and job searching value to our listeners. That was a tongue twister. And at TalentQ, we're also a one-stop shop for job seekers too. So I've been designated as a career coach and resume expert by LinkedIn. And we also have digital e-learning courses, Interview Like a Pro, Negotiate Salaries, and more. And we're expanding our courses every single day. At TalentQ, we are fortunate enough to support companies all across the nation. I'm sure you recognize some of these huge brands. And what makes us unique is we present qualified candidates in 10 days. We commit to recruit until the hire is made, and we communicate the truth throughout.
If you're struggling to find talent in this market, I'm here to help. My passion is to share my expertise with as many people as possible. What we do is jump on a quick call where you can share the roadblocks you're having with hiring. I then provide quick solutions you can take action on immediately. I promise there are no strings attached. Click the link to schedule right on my calendar so you can learn something that will help you jump over those roadblocks. Cheers!